Hey guys, happy election day. I don't care if you're voting blue or red, but please get out and vote, vote, vote. Peace to our country. Peace to everyone. Thanks for joining Happy Face Holdem. Hey guys, I'm Chuck, and those are my Charlie cards. And these right here, these are my fancy Charlie chips. In the town I live in, we have a happy face mowed right into the side of a hill. That's why this is Happy Face Holdem. The goal, log 500 hours of 2-3 no limit Holdem and have more Charlie chips at the end of the session than we started with. Let's get into the action.
What up guys? Coming to you from the Bicycle Hotel and Casino in Los Angeles. It is Friday, the day before Halloween. I thought I'd come check it out. Took a day off work. Thought I'd come down here, get some sunshine, some fresh air, and check out the scene down here. Dodgers won the World Series. First full moon in 70-something years on Halloween coming up tomorrow. Can't ask for much more. So we're gonna go hit some 2-3. Buy-in cap is 300. We're gonna see how we do. So thanks for joining me, guys.
I sat down at the table and didn't record my first hand. I was dealt pocket queens in my very first hand I sat in and won that pot. That was a good way to start. So second hand of the session, I'm sitting in the 5 seat, and man, this is a tight seat. I'll show you in just a minute what that looks like. But in this one, we look down at ace queen offsuit from the big blind, and we're gonna 3-bet the original raiser in this one and bump it up to 35. So yeah, this seat is pretty tight. You'll see it. I changed seats after this hand, and you'll see just how narrow these two middle seats are. Why they did this between the plexi, I don't know. But anyways, plexiglass is 6 foot high now, and very clean here at the Bicycle. They're doing their poker in an outdoor, what used to be a valet area. So it's cool. It's comfortable. We had nice 75, 78 degrees in LA the day we played, and couldn't ask for anything better. It was a great day. So anyways, once the pre-flop action completes, we are heads up 96 in the pot, and the flop comes down 8 queen jack. All right, wet board, 2 hearts on board. We have top pair with top kicker, backdoor flush draw, backdoor nut flush draw. So we continue bet here for $45. You know, looking at this board, I should have bet larger. I should have gone to the $75 range, but that's okay. We get a call. We go into the turn, which does complete the front door flush. 4 hearts. I have the nut flush draw, still have top pair, not going anywhere. I throw out a bet of $100, and we get a quick fold from our opponent in this hand. So out of the gate, we're 2 for 2, and we're loving the way this session is beginning. We have about 8 hands to cover today, and don't miss one of the last hands. We almost muck the winner. Oh my goodness, shaking my head at that one. Anyways, sitting down in this one, middle position, I changed seats. You see the Asian gentleman across from me. You can see how tight he is in there. Well, I'm 6'2", 250. I don't fit well there. So in middle position, I look down at Jack 9 suited, and I open the action. I like these suited one gappers, especially hearts. What it is about the hearts. Anyways, by the time the action completes, we're actually 3 ways to the flop. But I didn't realize the 1 seat was in the hand. I thought we were heads up. Anyways, flop comes down 7, jack 8, rainbow, top pair, gutter. I'm going to go ahead and continue. So I make a bet for $20. I'm going to get 1 caller, and this is where I didn't realize the other player was in the hand. Anyways, the turn comes down, completing our straight. All right. We don't necessarily have the nuts here, but I don't think anybody was playing queen 9 pre-flop unless they had a queen 9 suited hand. Not quite sure, but I'm not going to slow down here. So with 115 in the pot, I make a bet for $55. But granted, I think there's about $70 in the pot at this point. So a little bit of a misstep, but hey, it is what it is. So 170 in the pot. This player goes in the tank for just a minute before he lays it down. I thought I won, but I wasn't sure why the dealer wasn't pushing the chips my way. This is the moment that I realize there's a third player in the hand. Oops! Anyways, after a little bit of deliberation from the player in seat 1, I do double check my cards after he mucks, just to make sure I did hit the straight. I wasn't quite sure if I had the straight or had top 2 pair Jack 10 in that hand. Anyways, it works out in the end. Results oriented, I know. Happy to stack up the Charlie chips and move on to the next hand.
Thanks for watching Happy Face Hold'em. Don't forget, thumbs up, smash the thumbs up, subscribe while you're there, ring the notification bell, helps the channel out a ton.
All right, nothing too exciting in this one, but wanted to show you how I played it. I'm actually sitting in the small blind in this one. My graphic is off. I apologize for that. And it's a straddled pot. I looked down at King Queen offsuit after the action had folded around. So I'm going to open it up and put a little pressure on the straddler, assuming he's going to come along, which he does oblige and makes the call. I also noticed this player had been folding a lot on the flop when faced with a bet ahead of him. So I completely whiffed this flop, although I do have 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw. I'm going to continuation bet for $20, and we do get a quick fold. I had bet when I connected my top pair, so especially when I miss, I'm going to show strength because my table image was pretty strong at this point. So just an option there. Checking would have been okay, but I like the bet. It works. It takes the pot down. All right, in this next one, I am sitting in the hijack, have run the stack up to about 500, and get the same hand, King Queen offsuit, although this time my spade and my club are flopped. So I open the action after it's folded around in the hijack to $16. The player after me shoves all in, and the player after him, without too much deliberation, calls. I believe it was $99. Action comes back to me. I fold, which was a good fold. Pretty tight table, right? I think players at this level don't shove without great hands. We were looking at ace queen versus king king, and he hits his ace on the flop. Good fold.
It's 10:40, so I think I've been out here for maybe an hour. 2 hands I didn't record. I was in the small blind, picked up pocket jacks, was limped around. I raised the 15, everybody folded. Hand immediately following that, I'm on the button, and it smells by these bathrooms, that's for sure. Wow, smells bad. Anyways, next hand on the button, look down at king queen off, flop comes down, king high, rainbow, turns a 3, bringing in a spade flush, and the river's the queen of spades. Completes the flush. I bet all 3 streets. Polarizing bet on the end, and he ended up folding and flashed a king, so we both hit king high. I hit 2 pair on the river, so going pretty well. Super clean down here. Table's struggling to stay full 8-handed. We seem to have 1 seat open, rotating, but the play's really good. I feel good about my play right now, and just gonna keep going at it. Thought I'd go for a little walk, use the restroom, but now that I smell it, maybe I don't want to. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, here we go. Yeah, the bathroom situation leaves a lot to be desired here. But anyways, as I head back to the table after using the restroom, they've done a good job here. They turned their hotel lobby, I guess this is the casino lobby where you would valet. They've turned that whole circle area, which is covered. You can see it in the last video I did. I'll link to it here. That's the poker room now. So it's pretty nice. It's covered, shady. It's beautiful temperature out here in LA today, so I imagine they have fans later in the day if it gets hot, but it shouldn't be hot today. No food or drink at the table. I don't like not having my water. It is what it is. Just enjoying playing. Here we go. So you've seen that in prior videos. Anyways, back at it.
All right, this is a fun one after the break. I sit down and look down at pocket threes from the hijack. Still sitting on about a 550 stack. Gonna set mine here. I roll in my single chip, indicating a call. The button decides to bump it up to 20. We get 3 callers total, so 4 ways to a flop with 82 in the pot. We totally whiff. Ace, 6, king, rainbow, hit nothing. So didn't hit our set. The plan is to fold to any bet action, but it checks around. And suckers, that's what you get for giving me a free card. 3 hearts on the turn, gotta love it. Brings in the backdoor flush, and we've hit a set. The player ahead of me leads out for 45. It's definitely time to put in a raise. Somebody's playing a weak ace or a big ace, slow playing it because they checked in flow, and the initial raiser pre-flop did not bet out on the flop. So we do raise it up to 100. He's got about 140-ish in his stack. So really, I just want him to commit his stack here. I probably could have put him all in, but realistically, I'd like to get 1 or 2 of the other players to make the call. Unfortunately, that does not happen, but the original bettor here does push all in, and of course, I snap call. Wanting the other players to call, like I said, but also charging for any draws. Hoping to avoid a heart, runs 2 of diamonds on the river. We turn over our pocket threes, and we're going to be good to take this one down. Yeah, like I said, charge for the draw, but I didn't want to raise so much that I couldn't invite other action in. Didn't work out that way, but we do get stacks in with 1 player, and that's the way we like it to go. We're going to stack up some more Charlie chips and move on to the next hand. But in the meantime, I'd like to hear in the comments, would you have played this hand any different? I think set mining is the right way to go out the gate. When we hit our set, we raise, we avoid the draw, and stack up the chips. Hey, thanks again if you're a subscriber, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000, and we will have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Stay tuned for more on that. All right. Looking down at the next hand, we're sitting on the button. Our stack has run up to about 750, and we're just the beginning of the day. We have a long ways to go to build this stack. We're going to look down at King 10 offsuit, and we're going to make the call to an early position raise. So after the action completes, we're 52 in the pot, 4 ways. Flop comes down 8, 6, 9 with 2 diamonds. Very dynamic wet board here. Lots of draws. Probably smashes somebody else's range more than mine. Defending King 10 off on the button is about the only position I'll play this hand. I guess this could smash my range, defending on the button, because the button call is pretty light. So anyways, there is a bet out, and I make the call here with 2 overs and a backdoor king high flush draw. I'm not going to go anywhere just yet. So anyways, the turn card is going to come down with 142 in the pot. We're going to see the 6 of spades come out, now pairing the board. So the action's going to check around here, which is really odd. Something just smells fishy to me. The river comes out the 8 of spades. Doesn't change anything for me. At this point, I'm going to fold to a bet. I don't think making a play here is the right thing with a couple of the players in the pot. And the first position player, you can see him over there counting his chips, trying to decide how much he wants to put out. And he does make a raise for about $70. So the action's going to fold around to me, and I'm just going to throw my cards away on this one. Turns out, he flipped over his cards after I fold. Just quad 8s. Just quad 8s. All right, moving on to the next one. We're sitting in under the gun +1. Stacks off about 100. We got 650 in the stack at this point. Several orbits later, hadn't played a hand, had been card dead for a while. Look down at ace 9 suited, and going to open the action to $15, and we're going to get 3 callers. Flop comes down 6, jack, 6, rainbow. Paired board, but not going to stop me. I'm actually going to size up on this one and put in a bet for 45 as a C bet. I think this is a fine hand to do it. I have an over, backdoor flush. I'm not too happy about the paired board, but it is what it is. So I get 1 caller, and we're going to go to a turn, which brings a queen of clubs. Probably about one of the best cards I could have asked for, bringing in the backdoor flush draw. And action goes check, check. I pot control a little bit on the turn. And then we get the Miracle River card, which is the deuce of clubs. So with the 153 in the pot, I look over at his stack. He's got about 155-ish, so I put in a bet to match his stack. I think I bet 150 here. Polarizing bet, trying to make it look like I'm just trying to buy it. He gladly calls, and he flips over Jack 10 of clubs. So I think the check on the turn threw him off. He thought maybe I was scared of the queen. He had top pair there. The polarizing bet at the end gets the stacks in once again, and I'm happy with this result. I appreciate all the comments that I've received about making bigger bets. It definitely paid off in this session down at the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles in this 2-3 game. I'm loving the feedback. I appreciate all the comments. I think I've replied to every single comment that I've gotten on the vlog, and I'm just gracious to all of you. Appreciate all the likes, the subscribes. Feel free to share the vlog with your friends. Helps the channel grow. And again, like I said, we're going to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. That'll be coming up likely in the next video if we can hit that number. So here's the hand you've been waiting for, the one that I nearly muck the winner. Had just come back from a break. I had bought the button because I missed my blind. I'm sitting in middle position, and I looked down at 3-6. Yeah, it was headed for the muck. So as my card is out there, I realize that I have a bet out, and I tap the cards on the table as a check. I guess maybe nobody saw this. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, we're going to go to a flop of 6-3 ace rainbow hitting bottom 2 pair. What the heck is going on? So with 15 in the pot, I bet pot size, and I'm going to get 2 other callers to come along on this one. So we're going to go 3 ways to the turn with bottom 2 pair. My plan in here is just to bet this all the way to the river. Turn card 8 of diamonds, action checks around to me. Again, 60 in the pot. This time I elect to bet 45. And the player across from me in that tight seat that I had to leave earlier, he's going to fold, but I am going to get 1 caller down at the end of the table. River comes down, the queen of clubs, which could give him top 2 pair, ace queen or something. It's the only thing I have to worry about, but again, my plan was to bet this all the way through. I throw out a bet of 100, hoping that he's hit the ace, maybe hit the queen, something. Again, bottom 2 pair. He makes the call. We're going to flip over once we can get that chip out of there. 2 pair, and we are good. So yeah, great result in this session down at the Bicycle Casino. No complaints. Again, I just want to say I appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the comments. Please share the video, smash that thumbs up, hit the little notification bell so that way you're reminded when I get new content dropped so you don't miss a beat. I love stacking up Charlie chips, and again, this was truly an amazing session. The Bicycle is one of my worst locations. I've probably lost more there than just about anywhere else, so it's nice to pull down a win. I've really improved my strategy, and I thank you all.
All right, calling it a day at the Bicycle Hotel and Casino. So 2 hours and 40 minutes. In for 300, out for 1124. That's an $824 profit, and it's about 300 an hour, 309. So very happy with my results. I like the polarizing bets I made in 2 hands. They worked out well in both cases, got paid off. Backdoor flush hit, got lucky. And before I lose my mask here. So all around, good day. Glad I came down, took the day off work, and just to come play and experience it. My first time back since the second time they closed. So this is my first time in the outdoor play. So anyways, there we are, the Bicycle Hotel and Casino. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's hope to keep this going.